I'm Rhod Gilbert, stand-up comedian. People tell me I've got the toughest job in town, but I'm sure I'd find other things far more difficult. So I'm ditching my regular job and trying something completely different. This is my work experience, and this week, I'm a firefighter. After a gruelling morning rescuing dead cats, sitting around and playing darts, it was off to South Wales Fire and Rescue Service to meet Andy Marles. You could tell he'd been a firefighter for years, because he picked me up like a biscuit and dunked me in the training centre. I was ready to start my apprenticeship.
As you can see over there, Rod, that's one of our training buildings, simulating a fire in there, and there's firefighters training on that building as if it was a real fire.
Right. I can't go in like this.
No, you won't go in like that.
The closest I've come to fighting a fire is bleeding a radiator, so my mentor, John, has his work cut out.
John Gavin.
Hiya.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Rod. Right, Rod, what we've got here for you is our corporate wear, right? And we'll have to have a chat about the shaving, obviously. And
What do you mean? What do you mean chatting about the shaving?
You need to be shaved. You need to be clean shaven around this area here. You can have a goatee or you can just completely shave it all off. The choice is yours. Right, so if you want to get that on...
I feel like a prisoner for some reason.
You'll get a right telling off if it's not ironed as well, Rod, because we are in the uniform service.
I'll bring it through now and you can do it for me. Thanks, man.
I'm not doing it. You're doing it. You want to be a firefighter? We didn't ask you to be a fireman. You asked to be one.
Yeah, I want to be a firefighter, not a maid.
Yeah, you'll have to get that tea cosy off your head as well, I'm afraid.
You probably wanted to go on a teapot, I imagine. That's all you do is sit around drinking tea, have you heard?
You reckon, do you?
I just hope having a goatee doesn't make me into as big a turd as John. Clearly a fascist.
One iron shirt with creases in the correct places.
Better not be in the sleeves, John.
They are in the sleeves.
I don't like that much.
That can be rubbed off as well, can it?
Hey, this goatee isn't going to make me into a turd like you, is it?
No. This is where we're going to get our fire kit on. Yeah. So what we're going to do... Rod, we told you about the hands in your pockets, mate. Thanks. Boots, steel toe capped, solid metal plate at the bottom there as well. This is our fire helmet. We've got an incorporated torch at the front of it. Leggings, gloves here.
Jacket.
Not a jacket, it's called a tunic.
Why'd you call it a tunic?
That's why. Collectively, this is what we call our PPE, personal protective equipment. So we're trying to fit you up with the best protection that we can give you, right? And through training, knowledge and understanding of the equipment that you'll be using.
TKU.
TKU.
Training, knowledge and understanding.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, you can have that.
Thanks. Right, we've got to get this equipment on as quick as we can.
All right.
Mrs. Jones is dangling out that window and we've got to save her, and you're faffing around with your
Show me
shirt.
if it was Mrs. Jones was dangling out of a window. He didn't say there was an emergency.
Well, that's what we're putting our kit on, aren't we?
Doesn't the phone go or something, or is a buzzer?
Well, the bells will go down, what we call the bells will go down.
Ah!
What's up in there?
I've got a pierced nipple and I just got it caught on the...
What you've got going through there, we need to get rid of, so we're going to have to take that out.
Oh.
I've got some special cutting equipment.
Well, you're going to get somebody going through this with a circular saw?
No, I'll just pull it off. I'll pull it off now.
Go on then. Haven't you got an anaesthetic?
Shut up.
That's only been in there a week.
What's up with you?
Well, that's a normal nipple there, look at it.
Yeah.
Compare and contrast.
Right, look.
I just did it with my own... TKU, training, knowledge and understanding, all put into practice there.
My robo-tit contravened health and safety, but two complete strangers going at my nipple like a piece of flat-pack furniture was an unsettling start to the day.
It's getting tight now. They've got things like this in the Prague Torture Museum.
I've not been there, I don't know.
How come I got these mamby-pamby bright green ones you got?
These are worked gloves. Look, see, they were like yours, but because I've been to fires, we're going to move out onto the drill ground to do some actual selection tests that we give to our potential firefighters. We are trying to put you under as much pressure as we can in a controlled environment.
Brilliant.
All right, so we do get serious out there, right? There's no time for mucking around out there, but it is serious.
Right.
All right, so if we move over there now.
We haven't got to run all the way down there.
Yeah, all the way down to those blue cones, mate.
Trying to warm up or something? Or?
If you want to have a little warm up, by all means, have a little run round.
How do you warm up? Whoa. Oh, my leg's gone already.
Up the top, back to me, and then back up. Go in! Faster! Back up and back to me.
Put in extra bits now.
Tight. Pace. Down. Well done. So we'll add a 10 kilogram weight to that. So it brings it up, all the way up. So
Oh, my nipple.
extend your arms up.
Told you they were fascist. Look at that. They've tried to hide it behind you. They're not fooling anyone. It's like getting off with a girl in Swansea.
We do what we call Hose Friday, where the firefighters are shown, they're shown how to run out hose. Well, what are you laughing for?
Hose Friday.
So potentially, they could run out this hose 30 to 40 times each.
I bet they look forward to that, don't they?
No.
Oh, come on.
Good. Keep them up to your hands, get your hands moving. Keep it going right the way to the end.
The fire whippet is off. Ah. They call me the fire whippet.
Well then, fire whip it, keep going. Roll it over the top. Good, place it down, stand up straight. Stand up straight. Go on, stand up, breathe in. Stand up straight, breathe it in.
My bum. That was hard. This kit is very heavy. That was like one of the worst episodes of World's Strongest Man I've ever seen.
I'm about as fit as a panda who's comfort eating. And I'm scared of heights. But next, it's John's ladder class. Climb up, leave go. How many fingers am I holding up? I'm sure he's just taking the piss now. But I owe it to my traumatized nipple to carry on.
How many fingers, John? Yeah? You got that? Let's go for it. Before I change my mind. Right, this is all right so far.
Yeah, well done.
Force it in there. You better be holding that rope. Where's the crash mat? There's not even a mat. I'm up high enough now, I think. Oh, I don't like it now. Don't like it now.
Tell me how many fingers I'm holding up.
I got other things on my mind. And how many fingers you're holding up?
Less talking, more looking. Hands off.
There we go. That's not very nice.
Look to your right. How many fingers?
2.
Well done.
Step back.
With Strictly Ladders over, I'm introduced to another tool of the trade. No, not John. He is a tool, but I'm talking about the breathing apparatus. I feel like I'm on a Ryanair scuba diving holiday.
Hold your breath. Take a deep breath in. Excellent. Just breathe normal. How's that feel? Okay, keep breathing normally. I'm going to press a button now to stop the flow of oxygen coming to you, and then we're going to take the mask straight off. Right. Otherwise, if you take it off, you'll just be losing all your air. Off there.
Nice. Nice in there.
You happy with that?
Yeah, I could get used to that.
Right, we're going to go in there now into the hot fire and have a go at wearing that with a hose and put a fire out.
I'd rather pull my pants down and shout, "Look everyone, it's Hose Friday," than walk into that fire.
What happens if I just panic and just start shooting everything with water?
You won't panic, I'll be with you. If it all does go peak tongue, I'll just put it on my shoulder and I'll just walk you out. So don't worry.
I'll do the same for you.
Promise?
Yeah.
High five. Right.
Get with the fire whippet, man.
It's quite scary now. I can see the flames through that window. I don't like this. I do not like it one bit. Right, that goes onto the arm there. You hold on to that hand there. Pull that hose back to check that we got water. Right, okay. Look at it in there. Right, we need to back our hand on the door to see if it's cold. Now this is the door we're going to go through, Rob. Let's go inside. Remember, we're going to go low and stay low. Okay? Steady on the fire now.
This exercise was scary enough, because controlled or not, fire is fire. But I tried to imagine how terrifying it would be in a real, volatile and unpredictable environment.
Excellent. So I'll go out and you can check on the way out, okay? Let's go. Come on, Rod, let's get out. Stay low.
Well, I've got no idea what to expect. It's stepping into a fire. It's pretty scary. I tell you, the main thing that occurs to me is you need a lot of confidence in this equipment.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
And in your teammates.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
Tool of the trade, John had helped me, but I still knew less about danger and volatile environments than a Songs of Praise cameraman.
I start being a fireman today. I'm here at Malpas Fire and Technical Rescue Station, where I've shaved my goatee and put a plaster over my damaged nipple in anticipation of a busy day. And who knows what could happen. Let's see.
I was now officially on call, and while I looked the part, I felt as out of place as Lenny Henry wearing orange pyjamas.
Morning, chaps. Right, we've got a trainee Firefighter Gilbert joining us for the next 2 days, carrying out some work experience. Brave, sit. To your duties, full out.
If a call comes in, a firefighter has to be ready to finish his tea and biscuits, make a note of his dart score, and get out.
Rod, this is the pole drop. Use it to get downstairs quickly. OK, so you ready to have a go?
Reach across, and then it's a case of just committing yourself to the pole.
I've never committed myself to a woman, never mind a pole.
Free fall, your hands on.
I'm just going to free fall straight down and break my legs.
You're not. You won't.
Right, I'm coming down. Any minute now. Somebody get the kettle on down there. I reckon I'm just going to shoot down there with smoke coming off me and break my legs at the bottom, but I'm going to do it anyway.
That's it, see? Look at that.
Oh, that's all right, yeah.
Obviously, if we get a fire call, we need to be able to respond quickly to it. Ideally, we're looking at responding to a call and rolling out the doors within 2 minutes.
That'll be easy, mate. Do you know what they called me up at the other fire station?
Go on.
The fire whippet.
Excellent. OK, we'll see.
Jan thought I was full of whippet shit and gave me a challenge. To make it realistic, I pretended to be a really busy firefighter.
Come on, Rod, we've got a call.
Walk, don't run. Walk, don't run. Open that door, sir. Very much. Oh, shit! Oh, shit, what am I doing taking my trousers off? I'm supposed to take my trousers off. What are you doing? Nobody wants a fireman with no bottoms on. I started taking my trousers off.
Not too bad. Yeah, it wasn't a record. No, it wasn't a record. But if you can respond as enthusiastically as that on 3 o'clock in the morning on your second night shift, I'll be well impressed.
Could have shaved a second off that if I hadn't started taking my trousers off.
Yeah, it's not going to help.
Prevention is better than cure, and we go dishing out fire safety advice to the public. At last, I get some responsibility. Adam shows me the button and... bingo.
It's worth having, even though they're urgent.
Oh, definitely. So they are lifesavers.
Whitney Houston sang, I believe the children of the future. Teach them well, and maybe the little buggers won't set fire to stuff.
I can see through there's a bunch of very short people, and I'm going to have to tell them about fire safety. I probably know less about fire safety than they do. I might have a quick look at this, actually. Introduce Tanny. Tanny is a firefighter's helmet. Tanny should be the same age as the children. Look about the same age, don't they? Does she look about 6? It's hard to tell when you've got a fireman's helmet with legs what age they are. It says here, what would they do if they found matches? If child says, light it, pick it up. Show concern, it says. What have I got to do? How do I introduce myself? This is ridiculous. It's like walking on... What do you do? Do you just walk in? Do I walk in like I'm going into a gig? Good evening, hello.
The future, my ass. These kids were like feral dogs baying for blood. Where was tool of the trade, John? At least he could have thrown me over his shoulder and got me out of there.
Yeah, I've never done this before. Hello, everyone. If you're 5, go yay! If you're 6, go yay! If you're 14, go yay! Have you met Tanny at the fire helmet?
Yeah.
Have you?
She's not real.
She's not real?
No.
She's in the supermarket and she sees some of these on the ground. What's this here? Can anybody tell me?
She picks up mattresses.
She picks up mattresses. You're very close with mattresses, but what does she pick up?
Matches.
Matches. She picks up matches. In this story, Tanny's been very naughty. Does anybody know what she's done wrong? Can you see the next bit? What do you think? This isn't the last one, I'm afraid. No. We're only halfway through. What's happening here? And she's burnt the house down.
And she likes her house.
And she likes her house. So how's she feeling now?
Happy.
Happy?
She could be a bit sad, but mostly she's happy because she could have died then.
Oh, so she's happy that she's escaped from the fire. That makes sense. Who could help you in this situation? Would you call a baker? Would you call Trevor MacDonald off the news? What about Chris Bonington, the old Everest explorer? Yes?
Anyone got questions for myself and Darren or Rod?
What time do you normally wake up?
That is a very good question. I normally wake up at midday.
What website do you on?
What website are we on?
What website are you on? Matches never cut. It can hurt you very much. That was really stressful. I'm sweating. I'm not quite sure how much they've learnt. That was one of the toughest audiences I've had. That was worse than Glasgow Empire. I can't believe a 4-year-old found me so boring and sluggish that she patronisingly asked me to move on.
Next thing I knew, we had a call. It was a tip-off, and we headed back to base to check it out. To investigate fully, we were going to have to cut up a car.
You've got your dust mask, so that prevent you breathing any dangerous dusts like glass dust from windscreens and so forth. Screening device coming into play a bit more. Every time you do a bit of cutting, that has to be brought down. Try and cut any of these posts now without managing the glass beforehand would be a problem because it would break explosively and in an uncontrolled manner.
So we're going to break the glass with this.
Yeah.
It's got a small point, so when we release the spring, all the pressure goes through that small point.
Demonstrate.
Breaking glass.
Breaking glass, guys.
Jeepers, look at that. How does that work? That's incredible. Wow. You what, if you're a car burglar, look away now. Breaking glass. What would happen if I put that against my head and pulled and let go?
I think it might hurt.
Would it really? I don't quite understand the physics.
It's to do with science, Rod.
Yeah. Breaking glass. I hope they don't want this car back. Look at that bad boy. It's not a dust buster, is it?
Despite the tip-off, to the firefighters' dismay, there were no hobnobs in this vehicle.
That's chewing on something, isn't it?
Joking aside, these guys are experts at cutting people out of vehicles. But my mind wandered to what it must be like cutting Peter Stringfellow's toenails.
You can imagine how much more difficult all this would be if there was actually some people in there. There's quite a lot of stuff to look out for, I guess, while you're also trying to control this beast. The next thing we're going to do is I'm going to be a simulated casualty and they're going to cut me out. I'm going to do it before I change my mind. Somebody's been smoking in here.
OK, keep looking at me, keep perfectly still. Richard's going to come and try the door and help you. We'll get in as soon as we possibly can.
My name's Rich from Fire Service. We're going to get you out.
Rich.
OK, yeah.
OK, keep going.
All along, I'd been joking about how firefighters are biscuit-obsessed fascists who sit around all day. But in truth, seeing these guys in action was as humbling as it was impressive.
Pretty blown away by how professional that was. The level of training to choreograph something like that. It's just awesome. Awesome.
After a serious end to the day, next day was a special treat. A trip to the beach to train for some very different rescue scenarios. Despite the fantastic weather, when we got there, the beach looked pretty quiet. It looked so inviting, we rushed to put on our Welsh equivalent of Speedos.
That's it. Oh, come on, Dave.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
been called to an exercise with a person stuck in the mud. We get calls through quite regularly, and this is the equipment that you can see on the floor rod that we're going to use over the next hour or so.
The donkey rides here are tremendously popular, but accidents do happen. This idiot had tried to ride a donkey while eating an ice cream. Our rescue was against the tide and it was as slippery as Peter Mandelson, but we had to get him back. He still owed £1 on the donkeys, for one thing.
Very difficult to move anything. It's hard to stand and grip. Unbelievably slippery. It's very hard work.
Last effort then, come on, Rod. Right, Rich, as you. Watch the ropes running along the mud, Rod. Anyone got any injuries you'd like to report? Yeah, no aches and pains?
I've got injuries, I just can't be bothered to report them.
Most important thing now, decontamination. We've done a wash in this mud. She will go up now for a full wash off.
That is a welcome sight. It's like a mirage. Put the warm tap on. I feel like Rocky. Part of the fire service's responsibility is to do river rescue. So a bit further up the river, they're going to lob a dummy off a bridge and we will effect a river rescue. How often does this happen?
Quite a lot, unfortunately, whether it's from people who have been drinking on high spirits and accidentally fallen off the bridge from playing around, or somebody who decided to harm themselves and jump.
How far is this dummy floated now?
At least 200 metres upstream in a short period of time. We would simulate this person is obviously a swimmer, he's conscious. We would treat him for probably mild hypothermia.
So our assessment is, judging by the red face, we just reckon he's had a bit too much to drink, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely, yes.
All right, come on, don't do it again. Let's get you home. Been out here about 3 hours in this dry suit. You can't have a wee in these. It's not like a wetsuit, and I am desperate to go to the toilet, so if you'll excuse me.
After a final game of rounders on the beach, we headed back. I was still on call, but the lads felt that in a fire I'd be about as much use as a 1970s sofa. I needed more training, and this time without a safety harness. I was as nervous as a pig who's lost both contact lenses on the pavement outside a butcher's.
I don't fancy doing this. That bit between the ladder and the window is the bit I'm worried about. That bit where you're in. The bit that he's going to have to do now. What you don't realise is that these things completely restrict your movement, and just moving your foot up one rung of those ladders is harder than it would be in normal gear. Just pretend you've got a harness on, Rod. Think harness. The ladder is getting much narrower up here. If I look down now, it's quite a long way down there.
What you do, put this hand on this round, so round here.
Oh, it's a long way down. Oh, shit. That is a long way down. Go on. Yeah.
That hand round here.
I got you.
Go on, don't look down.
That's horrible. That is horrible. Every time I get into a position like this, for some reason you've got that compulsive thought where you want to step off, you want to jump. I wouldn't want to do that carrying anything or taking... having to think about...
It's funny you should say that.
Build it! Keep it in front of you. I'm just running around like a headless chicken, as usual. Trying to follow orders as best I can. I'm not on fire!
Oh, hose Friday. It was bad enough before. Now I'm drenched, numb with cold, it's slippery and I've got no safety harness. I'd rather stand still while a dentist on a mechanical bull tried to extract my wisdom teeth. It was almost the end of my shift, and thank God we hadn't had a call-out. The fire whippet was home and dry. Oh, flat pack nipples. At the last minute, the bells went down. My adrenaline levels went berserk, because this was a real call-out. And we had no idea how big this fire was going to be. My imagination was running wild. Oh, it's a tiddler. A little bin fire. Probably just Tony Blair doing some late-night filing. In truth, I was very relieved.
Utterly predictably, we've been on shift all day since first thing this morning. Bell goes as a call-out. And as fires go, that's what you want, really, I suppose, as a fireman, isn't it? Once it starts getting bigger and worse and more dangerous, then it starts to get nasty. But that is quite a nice little bit of adrenaline and fun.
My shift was over and I'd escaped a serious call-out. I told the lads it was a shame. I was being ironic, but they dragged me back to tool of the trade, John. I found myself wishing it was Hose Friday.
So what we're going to do finally, I'm going to take this in, I'm going to protect you. You're going to be behind me when I let you know. You'll be turning that valve off there. All right, then. That valve's just there, that's under flames. You'll be turning it off. We'll be going in there, me and you. Yeah? Ready, let's go. Yeah, ready, go. Ready, Rhod, let's go. Move forward. Move in, Rhod, turn that off. Let's move back.
Hooray, Rayson! Stand at ease. I'd just like to say a special thanks to trainee Firefighter Gilbert. I'm sure you all agree he's coped admirably with everything that we've thrown at him the last couple of days. Guys, you'd like to thank him in the normal method? Oh, hey. Too much. Down and 5. Hooray, Rayson! Red Watch dismissed.
It's been a phenomenal eye-opener. These are phenomenally brave, confident, well-trained, skilled people who, I think, earn a pittance for what they do. Just from the little I've seen, gave you a little glimpse of what it might be like to do it for real. It all takes tremendous self-belief and confidence in yourself and the people around you and in your equipment. It's just all a bit too scary for me. I thought that was the fire thing then. I thought I was going to have to go back in and get out on a call. So before that has a chance to happen, the fire whippet is quick marching it back to the world of stand-up comedy.